Hey everybody, it's GWR Studios 2 here, and welcome to another Goof episode of Alan Thomas and Friends. Today's episode is Gordon Spencer, Season 7, Episode 23, UK, Michelangelos. So, let's get started. Alright, now here we have a couple goofs in this scene. First off, what I want to point out is Gordon has wonky eyes. Hold on a second. Forgot to put on the sound effect. Also, if if you're looking closely in the background, Henry is actually turned too quickly on the turntable. Also, Gordon's buffers are crooked. Oh, and also, a lot of people didn't see this goof, but if you're looking closely at one of the workmen, there's a wire connected to his neck. Thomas, you have a gap in the eye and the face when it moves. So it's clearly didn't put the face on the whole way. Studio equipment reflecting off of Gordon's eyes. Spencer has wonky eyes. In this scene, he does. I can see them right there. I'm surprised people didn't even see this goof. Okay, here's another goof. When Gordon arrives at the sheds, there's a piece of camera equipment on the top right at the corner of the screen. Uh-oh, we got wonky eyes. Emily? James's faceplate is off-centered. Not only that, his eyes are wonky. And his face is on the whole. His face is off, and then there's a gap between the eye and the face. Also, James's cold tenor is off the rails. Emily Syra has to change positions in this scene. Now, something I gotta mention, throughout the episode, Gordon doesn't have a safety valve. Now here comes another goof, and this is a pretty bad one, you guys. Gordon's cylinder is peeling off. Now here's another goof. This is an old scene from season 3. If you look closely, the station changed in this scene. Now, something else I forgot to mention. This is actually a bad goof. Spencer forgot the Duke and Duchess. We can see them sitting on the platform, but if you're looking closely, there's no one in the coach. Okay, if you're looking closely at Wellsworth, I think this is Wellsworth. Gordon and Thomas are crooked on their chassis. Here's another goof. When Spencer is puffing up Gordon's hill, camera equipment reflecting off his coach. Now here's another goof. When Spencer climbs up the hill, he's shorting on Puff for a couple seconds. Now listen to what the narrator says in this scene. Now the narrator says that he was looking forward to see Spencer, but he's concerned. Not only that, listen to what else the narrator says. The narrator says that he teased? No, he actually looks he's concerned. Gordon, you have a gap between the eye and the face. Now here comes another goof. That's not Gordon's whistle, that's Edward's whistle in this scene. Gordon shakes a little bit in this scene. Yeah, you can see him shaking right there in the scene. Spencer has a gap between the eye and the face. Alright, and those were all the goofs found in Gordon Spencer. This one had pretty much a lot of goofs in this one. If I were to look at this one very closely, I'd say this is probably the worst episode of Finding Goofs of all. Meaning because there's more and more to these goofs than you guys think, because I've seen this episode so many times. I only recognized one of the goofs when I was a kid, but then the other goofs, not so much. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all for the next one.